So you want to be a data scientist, right? But maybe you look online and it's just a mess. There are so many options. Where do you even begin? Well, that's what we're going to tackle. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a super clear, totally free roadmap. We're cutting through all the noise, just a straight shot to get you started. You've probably heard this phrase thrown around, right? The sexiest job of the 21st century. I mean, what does that even mean? It's all about this really cool mix of being a detective, a coder, and a storyteller all at once. It's about taking a huge pile of numbers and finding the secret story hidden inside of it, a story that can actually change how a business makes decisions. And listen to this. The demand for these skills, it's not just growing, it is exploding. We're talking a 344% jump in job postings since 2013. That's just staggering. And this isn't some flash in the pan trend. No, this is a real fundamental shift in how companies and even the world works. It's a huge, huge opportunity if you have the right skills.
Okay, so here's the catch. You go online, and it's like drinking from a fire hose, isn't it? There are thousands of tutorials, books, courses. It's just chaos. It's so easy to get lost. So how in the world do you find a clear path that actually makes sense? Well, that is exactly what we're here to figure out right now.
All right, let's get into it. First up, your foundational toolkit. You got to have a solid foundation before you can build anything cool, right? Every single great data scientist started right here with the basics. So let's build that base. So let's just make sure we're on the same page. What is data science, really? At its heart, it's a process. It's about taking this jumbled, messy, raw data and step by step turning it into something clean, something that helps people make smarter decisions. It's kind of like being a detective and a storyteller at the same time. Okay, first tool in your toolkit, a programming language. And really, the two big players, the undisputed champions, are Python and R. Think of Python as like a Swiss Army knife. It's super versatile, does a bit of everything, and it's amazing for machine learning. R, on the other hand, was born and bred for one thing, statistics. It's an absolute beast for statistical analysis and making gorgeous charts. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either. And the best part? The two best books to learn them, the Python Data Science Handbook and R for Data Science, are completely free online. We'll start there. Now, programming languages are your tools, your hammer and nails. But statistics and probability, that's the language you're speaking. This part is absolutely non-negotiable. You've got to understand the why behind what you're doing, not just how to type the code. For a hands-on, practical approach, Think Stats is amazing. It uses Python examples. For just the core ideas, you can't beat Khan Academy. It's just so clear. And if you want to get a little more advanced and really understand how to think about uncertainty, Bayesian Methods for Hackers is a game changer. It teaches you with code, not a bunch of scary math.
Okay, so you've got your foundation. Now we can move on to the really fun stuff, the core skills. This is where you actually start turning that raw data into powerful insights. Honestly, this is where the magic happens.
And what's so important to get is that data science isn't just a random collection of skills. It's a process, a cycle that you repeat over and over. It always starts with asking the right question. Then you got to find and clean up the data, which, trust me, is a huge part of the job. After that, you get to explore it, build models, and then, and this is key, you have to be able to explain what you found to other people. If you can't do that last step, the rest of it doesn't matter much. So to get good at that whole cycle, you need to master these skills. First, data manipulation. That's just a fancy way of saying wrestling with messy data to get it into shape. Then, data visualization, which is all about making charts to actually see the patterns. Those handbooks we talked about, they're perfect for both of these. Now for the model building part, Google's Machine Learning Crash Course is an awesome hands-on intro. But if you really, really want to understand the theory, the what and why behind the algorithms, Introduction to Statistical Learning is basically the Bible. Everyone has read it.
All right, so once you feel solid on the fundamentals, it's time to level up. It's time to specialize. This is how you go from just knowing the stuff to being a real expert, It's about going beyond the basics.
And this part is all about you. What are you actually interested in? Do you think analyzing text and human language is cool? Or are you obsessed with making things run faster and more efficiently? Maybe you want to build models that can handle like a bajillion data points. The key here is to pick something that genuinely excites you. That's how you'll stand out from the crowd. So, for example, you could learn the command line. It's kind of old school, but man, it will make you so much faster and more efficient. Or if you're into text, you dive into natural language processing, that's NLP. And if you want to see your models actually get used in the real world, you've got to learn MLOps. That's the whole process of deploying and managing models. And again, here are some killer free resources to get you started in any of these directions.
Okay, last section, and honestly, this might be the most important part of the whole roadmap. You have to join the community. Learning this stuff can feel lonely, but it absolutely is not a solo sport. The fastest way to learn, to get unstuck, and just to get better is by connecting with other people who are on the same journey.
And look, there's this huge, amazing ecosystem out there just waiting for you. Got a question that's driving you crazy? Ask it on Reddit. Want to test your skills on some really interesting, messy, real-world data? Go compete on Kaggle. Want to know what's new and exciting? Read blogs like Towards Data Science. And you should definitely try to find local groups to meet up with. The support system is already there. You just have to tap into it. Here's the bottom line. You will grow so much faster as a data scientist if you do it with other people. Seriously, it's like a superpower. The community is your support network when you're stuck, it's your library when you need to learn something new, and it's your inspiration. Whatever you do, don't try to learn this all by yourself in a bubble. So, there you have it. That's the roadmap, a clear, step-by-step guide to get you from square one all the way to specializing. And you can do it all with incredible free resources. The path is right here in front of you. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?